So in Orebound you can build an elevator, and if we go all the way up this mountain to the top of my elevator, when we are here you are going to see my elevator stop, and I've placed some foundations around it and stuff. What we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to build an elevator, or at least the way I build them. And if we start, we're going to jump on, we're going to go down to the first layer. I'm going to be showing you me building down to the second layer that I want to get to. And whilst we are going down, I'm just going to say, I don't think these are really that worth it. And I say that because this trip, just to what I'm going to call my middle floor, is just shy of 1 minute 30 seconds of standing here doing nothing. And these are very, very awkward to build. Luckily, I've got on the setting where you don't drop anything from your inventory when you die. But we're very nearly at the elevator stop, so this is what I'm going to call my middle floor. We're now at minus 72 meters on the depth, if you look at the top of the screen. And now I want to go one level down, all the way down, like basically I created a hole all the way down to the next layer because there is an infinite gold and silver deposit down there. So in order to get this started, what you need to do is, or what I would recommend, is find a deposit. So for an example over here, I've got coal and copper. Find one you want within a cave system. Then you want to put down one of these beacon compasses. And then what you can do is, if we have a look through there, there's my glow. I placed one where the gold and the silver is so that I know, like I knew exactly where I wanted the elevator. So you'll see that me standing on my platform and looking straight down, I'm pretty much on top of it. So I knew roughly where in that mountain to start digging. And I dug just straight down until I got to this layer. And then what you have to do is go back to the top and dig down next to it so you can place all the shafts. So if I come off the beacon compass, if we come around here, what we're going to do is get out our pickaxe and we're going to just dig down next to the shaft we've got in. So you'll see the hole that I previously created, and it does go quite far from where we are. But what I've been doing is just digging down next to where the shaft is. And then what you want to do is get out your build hammer. And, I mean, it's not going to let me lock on, I'm too far away. But if we grab more elevator shaft, we're just going to keep building all the way down. And you want to go down as far as it will let you. So sometimes it can be really tricky. It's incredibly dark. But you'll see there I can attach to underneath like my lowest one that I've already placed. So if I get that one down, we're going to keep digging. And when we get below this bit that I've put down, so you're essentially creating two massive holes side by side all the way just straight down. We're actually quite close, which is lucky, because this stuff takes forever sometimes. And you're going to need wood and iron cogs to do this. But if we just keep placing it, and luckily I managed to get a bit there. I might actually die doing this because of the drop at the bottom of this. I'm not entirely sure. But we're very, very close. So I need to be careful here so that I can get as low down with this as I possibly can. Otherwise I have to create yet another hole. So if I get out the build hammer, click on my middle mouse so that I can attach to this and just keep going down as far as I can. Right, it's not going to let me do anymore. So just keep digging. And hopefully we stay up here for as long as we can. Because we kind of need to attach when we get to the bottom. So I don't think I'm going to be able to go any lower. So hopefully I can get at least another one. Why is it not letting me? Oh, we had it. Very, very fine movement. And I saw it there. There. So I've managed to get that one. So fingers crossed I don't die with this drop. Oh, hold up. That might be really good. Is it going to let me? I don't think it's going to let me. No, it won't let me connect to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is just hope and pray that we survive the fall. We did, but we lost a lot. And then I need to hope that we can attach to that. Otherwise, I need to build up with foundations and stuff. I mean, you could use foundations if you wanted to from the very get-go, so you don't take massive fall damage and things like that. But I don't drop anything when I die, so I kind of just did it. Just dropping all the way down. Oh, it is going to let us. So what we can do is just keep coming all the way down. And when we get down to here, that's going to be our shaft. So I need to actually destroy that one. And I'm going to keep this here. So what I'm going to do is go in here, go to elevator stop, and we're going to place that there. So then now what we can do is I'm going to build a little platform around it. So if we go with the single foundation, we're going to need to try, we're maybe going to have to, I'm going to have to dig around it a little bit. So this is going to need to be picked up. Or should I say destroyed, and I can just replace it because you get all your resources refunded. So I'll just plop that there for now. And then if we go to the pickaxe, we're going to dig around this. Just create a little hole or a little crater around it. And that way we should be able to connect directly to the bottom of it with our build hammer. So I've managed to get it to snap to the right spot. So now we can build ourselves a nice little platform. We can go all the way around it. You don't have to do this, obviously. And then I'm going to just kind of leave that hole there that we made. And I'm going to hope and pray that it lets me put some stairs in so that I've got a nice access point. These stairs can be quite finicky, but that'll do. So there we go. We have our elevator. Now what we need to do is interact with this like pole here. And that's going to cool the elevator down. So, I mean, it's going to take quite a while, but it will eventually come down here. And the elevator has arrived. So, if I just quickly show you why I've come down to here. Over this side, we have, I believe this is the gold one. So, yeah, we've got an infinite gold deposit there. And I've only got it on rich resources, so it's like one stage up from the standard. And then over this side, we have an infinite silver. So it's just kind of to get down here quicker and know exactly how to get down here. Like, I've got tethers and stuff set up and everything. But if we now go onto the platform, you're going to see 1, 2, and 3. I believe it's going to be, because like this is floor 1, so I believe 3 is going to be the top. I'm going to time how long it takes to go from bottom to top. We're going from a depth of minus 134 meters. So we're going to start our journey, and I'm going to time it. I'm going to add roughly a second on at the end because I was a little bit delayed with starting my stopwatch. But I'll see you guys when we get to the surface. I mean, that's if I don't fall out of my elevator. Why has that happened? So now the elevator's here, let's try again without falling through it. So start, and I'm back at base. For some reason, it's planted the elevator shaft with some dirt or something in there. So now, I'll show you what to do if that happens. So we are at my middle stop, and I'm now going to have to come round here. And I'm going to have to get my pickaxe out and dig through this way. Because I now need a different angle to get all the way down my elevator shaft. Just to make sure if I'm going to be able to see anything. I mean, I probably should have the mining helmet at this point. But just to make sure that there is no dirt inside the elevator shaft. Like there, you can see some dirt overlapping. So, I mean, it's probably going to be safest for me to go all the way down, then go around to the other side, go all the way down, then do it that side as well. Because it's not going to take me long to get straight to the bottom. So I'm going to do that, then we're going to test how long it takes to get to the surface. So now if I back out of the elevator quickly, you'll see that I've kind of made the shaft space a lot wider. So fingers crossed, I don't fall off now. If I get the journey started, we're going from minus 134 meters. So fingers crossed, there's nothing left in this shaft. I mean, it does look like there's a block. There is. It's ore or something. So this has taken a very, very long time, but I made the mining helmet, so I've got some light. I also built a very dodgy staircase to try and figure out what the problem was. It was one tiny bit of stone that was in the middle of the elevator shaft. But we should now finally be able to get to the surface on this thing. So if I press number 3, hopefully I don't glitch through the floor, like the platform, like I have been. And I mean, let's hope I don't fall off completely. So I'm going to be looking up the whole way, but I'm timing it. We're going to see how long it takes to get to the surface. And it was definitely worth all my efforts because we've just made it past the middle spot. I mean, that could actually be mined out. I don't think I can do it whilst I'm riding it. So I'm back on the surface and yeah, so it takes like very, very nearly bang on 2 minutes. It was 1 minute 59.62. And now what I'm going to do is actually run down to my base. I remember the route to get to the gold and the silver, so I'm going to run there and see if it's any quicker. So I am at my base, and if I start the stopwatch, we're going to go. I need to basically follow this conveyor belt and then just drop down to the next level. So if I keep going all the way along here, and we're pretty much at the elevator shaft. It's significantly faster to run than what it is to use one of these. I got here. I'm going to stop the stopwatch right now. Just under 1 minute 30. So I shaved 30 seconds off my time by running instead of using the elevator. And I mean, that difference is going to be even more drastic if I was to go to where my middle stop is. So I'm going to do that quickly, then I'll come back with the results. And it probably would have been a lot easier for me, like a lot less time, a lot less stress, if I would have just gone from here down to the gold and silver, instead of running up the mountain then coming all the way down in an elevator shaft, because that was 26 seconds on the nose. The difference is a full minute. So running from my base down to the gold and silver, I save 30 seconds by running. Running from my base to the middle floor of my elevator saves a whole minute. So when it comes to, is it worth building an elevator? Probably not. I mean, unless you want to be lazy, you want to go on your phone quick, or like you want to do something whilst you're riding the elevator, it's definitely not worth it. But it's still something cool to have, right? It's just a straight up and down. You can go from top to like bottom floor without if you're not very good at remembering routes, it's going to be incredible. And I mean, it does kind of make it easy. Just run up a mountain, go all the way down the elevator, and you're there at gold and silver. But that was how to build an elevator in Orebound, and we are going to leave that video there. I will see you guys in the next one.